Hi everybody, this is Joe at Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another fun-filled, exciting video. Today's video is my monthly inventory video. If you're new to the channel, I make a inventory video of my inventory, my brother's inventory, the king of firewood, my brother, every month, usually at the last day of the month or the first day of the next month. Today happens to be Monday, March 1st, 2021. So let's get at it. We'll start with my brother's firewood. This is what he has left. He's got some boiler wood right there. Looks like some hard maple. And then some processed, mainly oak right there. He's donated probably 90% of, he probably had about 4 or 5 full cords out here. And he donated 90% of it, 90% of it to the homeless encampment in Kalamazoo. So I think he's gonna give the rest of that to us, but I don't know, that's up to him. And then up here, I'll just show you, this is the wood that we have. We have fires every day. We basically generally burn my rejects, but that's some of the stuff my brother donated. Then this stuff, my 79-year-old mom and I yesterday cut this up here in my live stream. And then here's some stuff that I cut with Tom Waddle, and just basically limbwood or small trees that have died in our woods. So we basically only have about, maybe, that might be a 10-day supply right there. And over here, this is where I keep my dry, ready to burn wood. Generally, I don't do any seasoning in here. Call this bay number 1. Now, I have several suppliers, and the guys that brought me this, I call them the riffraff, and I would say 80% of the stuff that they brought me is questionable right here. Now, I have to look around to find perfect pieces like this piece of oak right here. That's what I want every piece to look like. 16 inches long, split 4 to 6 inches. But look at all this stuff that they brought me. It's downright embarrassing. I don't mind 1 or 2 pieces like that come along. I mean, it just happens. But when most of it's like that, it's just ridiculous. And I can't keep, they're gonna either have to figure it out or I'm gonna have to just cut them off. Because I just sold some the other day. I had Darren do a delivery for me, and I had him take some of this wood out of here, some of his limb wood that's black locust. So the new customer didn't get 100% of that. And the wheelbarrow's up here. I'm gonna go through this. I shouldn't have a hard time filling it up and taking it up to mom. So that's one issue I got to address. But if you look what Darren brought me, these are all blocks, all cut. I would say, 14 to 16, maybe a few 17 inches, nice and straight. And I'm going to get the splitter out and run that for the first time in 3 weeks because it's been so cold. We had a melt. Now we can get out in the woods and it's not too bad. But I'm going to split that in there and make sure that that's mixed in with that riffraff stuff. So the next customer that buys from me doesn't get 100% riffraff wood. And then over here, this is where I store the quad at in the wintertime. I leave that open. This stuff. Now, the riffraff did bring me this, but it's green. It looks a lot not nicer, but I can't sell it right now. So it's just going to sit in there until the fall and should be ready. Should be ready then with all the other stuff I've got in the back there. And same with this. All this is an area where I do the customer's job of storing and drying wood. So this is one of my main spots. And then right here is my bundle assembly area. And I'm thankful all the snow has melted off that. Bundle season is coming up. Usually they start ordering in April. So I have a month to build up a supply. I'd say I have enough to make probably 125 bundles. That's right here right now. But I sell about 1,500 in a year. And then I'll just store them right there. So I want to start building that up, but it's got to be above 40 degrees or my fingers freeze while I'm trying to make them here. So, and over here, this is where I keep my driest cherry for if customers want dry cherry immediately. Whenever we come across it, I'll stage the pieces right there, and then after I sell this, I will replenish it. But a couple of these pieces are a little green, but these are barkless, and Darren had brought me that, so I know it's good. And then back here, this is the other spot where I do the customer's job and dry the wood. But most of this stuff's oak, but there's a mixture. There's a mixture in here. And speaking of oak, I had a guy email me the other day, and he said he's starting a mobile smoker business, and he was wanting a truckload of oak every month, starting in April and going through August. But I'm like, does it have to be dry? Because I don't think this stuff's dry. Plus, it's mixed. I go, if you can find out a way to dry it faster artificially, like with the with a kiln or something, I go, that'd be the way to go. I do know this stack is 100% oak, but I don't think it's quite ready. It needs months and months and months, and it needs to be stored in it just like this. But as you can see, all this back here, all this drying that I'm doing is probably only maybe 10 truckloads or like 3 or 4 cords. Now this stuff right here, this is some more of the black locust that Darren brought me, all ready to burn. We can split that right into the truck. I'll probably wait till the snow melts off before I deal with that. But like I say, if customers could get with the program and start getting it early, have 2 spots. Let's say they burn this much in a year. This is basically a face cord right there, maybe a little bit more. Have one spot where they're drying the wood set up, and one spot where there's dry wood. And when the dry wood's gone, they come and get it. Because I pretty much can get an unlimited supply of oak, but it's not dry. So that's my dilemma, and that's why my way of doing it is trying to get the customers to do the drying. But I'll do what I can, and if I can't, I'll just go out and find ready to burn stuff, just like that locust over there, or ash, or whatever, and just try to find it and split it right into the truck. But if they want it to sit for a while, they're gonna have to do that. This right here, I have a restaurant that buys a cherry from me, like once every 8 to 12 weeks, depending how busy they are. We just sold some. My brother and I came in here, right here, and took out $150 worth. And then the riffraff, they came over and they had a tree, which I think this is, no, is that cherry? Yeah, that's cherry. Anyway, they replaced it with this cherry that they just cut and split. So I already got this whole area filled back up. And then this area is my summer campfire wood. I'll probably start getting orders for this maybe later this month, for sure in April. But people do order a little bit early. You really should get it more than 3 months early, but they get it a month early, that's fine. But this pile has been here. The back of the pile has probably been there since the middle of last summer. So, and the riffraff brought me more wood the other day that was green, and I just had them wheelbarrow it and put it up here because I can't have it go with the dry wood. So let me hop on the quad. We got to go to my other spot, so I'm storing the wood. Somebody the other day asked me how many hours are on the quad. We always used to look at the mileage. We always used to look at the mileage of my truck, and there it is, 764 hours on the quad. So let's head down the driveway, make a little road trip, check out what else I got. I've actually been selling my boiler wood. Right here is shagbark hickory for one of my restaurants. That's what they want, and they want it green, so I try to keep some stockpiled here just in case Herb can't get to it right away. There's probably at least 2 oversized truckloads there. Then there's a guy that I had a big pile of boiler wood right here. I told him to take everything, but maybe those are too buried, or he didn't want to come back for this little bit amount. So that's all gone. Oh, and now it's mud season. you guys have to deal with stuff like this. I need to get Herb over here with some gravel and fill in these potholes. It's pretty bumpy driving up and down here. Then I had a bunch of boiler wood here. That's about all that's left there. Maybe a truckload, probably not even that much. And then this stuff, what's left of what we dug out the other day, made the live stream. I say everything between them two piles, probably 2 truckloads. That pile's empty too, so. And down here, I have my my driveway stand where I sell self-serve bundles. And there's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 on there right now. And down here in my power line storage area in the driveway, I keep most of my hickory. This is my driest pile right there. I had a guy buy some. I got another restaurant that likes to buy it. And I got 2 rows there. It's probably close to half a cord right there, maybe a little bit more. And then more, I had Herb drop off more shagbark hickory blocks for me down here because I didn't want him dropping them in the driveway and have to stack them when it was real icy on that hillside. And then there's more hickory right there. I got that covered up, so I'll probably sell that next. And then a massive pile of hickory right here. Hopefully I get more guys that come and want to buy it, because I got so much there, and if it sits too long, it starts getting this fungus built up on it. It looks real nasty, but I don't know how else to do it to make it dry pretty. And my log cut wood is gone. I sold all that. Then I got down here, there's some black locust blocks that I'm gonna deliver to a guy that said he was gonna order early. We'll see if he actually does. But like I said, I got tons of oak. Most of this pile right here, these oak blocks, green or semi-seasoned. And I'm hoping that people buy from me that said they're going to order early. If even just 10% of the people do it, then I can get rid of this pile. And this is another reason why I didn't want to go get that guy's pile that he emailed me. And he said he wanted to trade me a full tree for processed dry wood. And I didn't know what the situation was, so I said, well, it sounds like you might have to pay me to move it. Like I said, I don't know if I could get next to it. It's buried in ice or whatever. And he wanted it out of his yard right away. And then he just went off the wall on me. And I was just like, okay, dude, whatever. But I do have some long cut stuff right here that when I go through that pile, I know my brother cut a bunch of it long, and it will be going over here and the drying process starting, but it just takes so long to do. And when the summer gets here, it's going to be under the canopy of oak trees, so it won't get much sun. And like I say, I would prefer that the customer have set up at their house, but if not, I do the best I can do. So, all right, guys. Check out some of these videos at the end. I appreciate everybody that makes it to the end. And we'll see you guys at the next one. I think I'm doing my live stream, that tree removal on Wednesday. So make sure you watch that. It's Wednesday morning, 10 a.m.